Good evening. My name is April Stewart, and I will be doing my speech from Chapter 7 on revising and presenting your writing. I am not a very good writer, but I'm an excellent rewriter. James A. Michener. When I read that quote from James A. Michener out of Chapter 7, I thought to myself, that's what I want to become, an excellent rewriter. Writing is not my strongest asset, so but I think with time and using some of the suggestions mentioned in chapter 7, one day I will become an excellent rewriter. I'm going to focus on some points that I think that will help me as well as you in the revising and presenting your work, your writing. The first one is general revision points to consider. There in order, first of all, in order to become an excellent rewriter, we have to change our mindset about writing or revisions. In section 7.1, it tells us to think of revisions as a process that hardens and strengthens your document. The four main categories are content, organization, style, and readability that can help us with the evaluating our revisions. Evaluating contents, ask yourself if you included a context that corresponds with the given assignment. Did I leave out any information that's necessary to fulfill the expectations, or have I gone beyond the assignment directions? Make sure you use your context will address the central questions of who, what, when, where, why, how within the range or parameters of the assignment. Evaluate organization. Check to see if you use the standard formats that include the introduction, the body, and the conclusion as a part of your document. You can go in two different approaches, the direct approach and the indirect approach. Evaluate style. Style is created through context and organization, but also involve word choice and grammatical structure. Documents can be informal or in a formal tone. Make sure you coordinate your words that are appropriate for the audience that you are serving. Specific revision points to consider. Specific revision requires attention to the following areas. You have format, you have facts, names, spelling, punctuation, and grammar. I'm not going to go through all of those right now, but I'm just going to go through the ones that I really struggle with. Format, that's one that I struggle with. Um, it says by presenting a document that is properly formatted according to the expectation of your organization and your readers, you will start off making a good impression. The good impression will capture your audience if it's presented correctly. So make sure you make a good impression by your format. Spelling, correct spelling is another thing that you want to make sure you're doing correctly, using the correct spelling. A negative spelling in your documents can cause a negative impact on what you're trying to present to your writer, to your audience. um, it makes a perception that you're not really paying attention, or a lack of attention of what you're putting out there. So make sure you use proper spelling. Grammar. Learning to use good English is is something that's very important. Grammar involves written construction meaning from words that involve customs that involve and adapt over the uses of time. So don't get comfortable thinking everything is peachy keen. Some grammar's changing dramatically every day. So just make sure you use the proper grammar when you're writing your document. So go back over your document. Jane Wyrick has provided a list of common errors in grammar, so we can you can go to that and check out some of the common errors of using grammar. Proofreading and design elevation. Proofreading and design elevation are the finishing touches to your document. So, proofreading, make sure you use common and consistent elements that need to address and look for when you're proofreading. Do you need to insert a comma? Do you need to insert a word here or delete a word? Capitalization or start a new paragraph. When you're doing your paragraphs, make sure that you can enhance your paragraphs by using bullets, numbers, boldface, italics, or underlining. I think if I use these things, some of the things that I mentioned from chapter 7, I'm on my way to be an excellent rewriter. I will be no longer consider writing. I will no longer consider writing as my weakest link. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. Be safe from Hurricane Florence. I ask God to keep us in all. Good night.